Yes, people, it's Keishan Prince. Today we're going to talk about dealing with pressure at non-league level. Let's go. So a lot of players have said, why, or people have said, why are you, moving towards this, not doing a lot of the IQ stuff. IQ stuff will always be there. I'll touch base on that another time. But like I said, I've seen loads of talented players have the talent but get put into pressurized situations and they fluff their lines. Okay, literally choke. Okay, like 8 Mile. Everybody remembers 8 Mile. Yeah, choke. I've seen players choking a lot this summer during matches and training when they've been invited to trials and not performing. Or I've seen players with potential not hitting their next level because mentally they have not pushed themselves. They're not asked the next question, what's next? What can I do to further better myself? Whilst I'm receiving the praise and accolade right now, there's still more that I can get out of myself. That makes sense. So, like I said, this ain't for everybody, but this is for somebody. And if this is you, then bless up. But let's keep moving forward. So the 3 areas we're talking about, stresses and pressures, are going to be in these 3 categories. Number 1 is the financial. Number 2 is going to be the performance, and 3 is going to be the future. When you're talking about financial, as you know, last year they're like, the new renewed non-league football contracts has changed big time, especially when players are getting paid concerning the realm when they're injured. So for example, 12 weeks for players in National League. Okay, players will only receive a full wage for a limited time for at that time. 6 weeks for players below the National League. Also, contract termination is a lot more easier, and this makes somebody's future unstable, especially when it comes to the financial. So having a house or rent, etc., it's going to cause things unstable if you do get injured. Now, one of the things I do tell players is if you have something on the side, whether it is going to be coaching. Am I saying that you don't have all in? No, I'm just saying to just be wise, because listen, it's a business. Football is a business. Every sport is a business, and you have to make sure that you have money coming in. And if you don't, then you're in trouble. Simple as that. You need money to live. So even if you have something on the sideline, you need to do that just to help you. Am I saying that you go all out in that? No, I'm just saying just be wise, okay? Because like I said, if you don't play on Saturday, you don't get paid. You got midweek game, you could do night shift, but they said I want you to come to the game. Manager, somebody gets sent off in the game, they're down to 10 men, the manager doesn't put you on, you don't get paid. You missed out money that week. This stuff I've experienced and I know, so that's my wise, sound counsel that I'll give to most of you. Then number 2, looking at performance. Now, when it comes to the performance one, which is the major one, okay, is where a lot of you players are stressed because of the fact that obviously managers and everybody has their, reasons of where they will put pressure on you to perform, or else you can get dropped. Non-league, there isn't no professional contract where I am obligated to keep you. Okay, if you play poor tomorrow, you can get kicked out of the WhatsApp group, and you could just be found yourself either with the under 21s or just turn up to training and not playing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're not going to focus on your manager's decisions, the referee's calls, or the performance of your teammates. We're going to focus on the things that you can control. So what you can control is your preparation, attitude, effort, and execution on the pitch. When it comes to preparation, you need to make sure physically and mentally you're prepared for every game. Okay, that means including a good training program to make sure you're fit and healthy, your nutrition's on point, and your rest is good. Okay, attitude, making sure you have a positive, resilient mindset. Okay, having so much confidence in your ability and focus on a process and not let one bad performance derail your confidence. So there's a lot of buffers you need to have in that realm. Then you're looking at effort, giving 100% energy. When I do my session with players, I talk about energy. Every session, every game, 100%. And then the next one is obviously execution, refining your skills and tactics. So if you're training in the week, making sure you're doing game related stuff, none of this ball mastery stuff. You're gonna do ball mastery, that should be bonuses, but your whole crop of your session should be, if you're a winger, crosses, cutting inside, shooting. If you're fullback, overlapping, crosses, defending 1v1s, dealing with headers that's going to be hitting your corners. These are game realistic situations you should be eating up every time you have a time to do a session. Then also we're looking at also having a healthy outlet as well. Whether it's pursuing another hobby or activities outside of football, all that stuff can also help you to outlet the stress outside of the game. And there's other things I'll probably do separate from the video, but let's keep moving forward. Then the last one, we're talking about future pressure. So I know a lot of players, they are like, okay, if I'm not playing now, or the manager's not playing, I can't find a team, no one wants to play with me, then that means I can't make it. Obviously, not everybody can make it in football, but this is where when I do sessions with players, we do a 7-year plan, depending on your age, 5 to 7 years plan. If you can work out 5 years to 7 years to give yourself to make it professional, then what that do is that starts to alleviate pressures. And then what we do is you have a certain targets that you need to hit to qualify, to make the likelihood of you making it or getting a pro opportunity at 24, 25, okay, a lot more likelihood than you just, focusing, oh, I'm not getting played now, I need to be playing at step 4. Maybe you need to drop down to play step 8. Maybe you need to drop down to play step 7. Okay, so having a plan and a vision and a goal will alleviate future pressures of you making it as a professional footballer. Now, all this stuff that I mentioned, there's a lot more, but this is the kind of on the service level that I see a lot of players dealing with: the financial, performance, and future. And so it's very important that you know how to buffer these, because these will impact your performance on the pitch. Now, if you are looking for sessions to improve these areas more specifically to yourself, you can, click the link in the bio, do the psychology mental test, which I've done, and you can click a link in the calendar where you can speak to myself, and we could potentially put in some sessions for you to do with myself. Okay, let's keep going and don't give up. Let's move forward.